And we are live here at Gulf Blockchain Week as it is. We're here at the AIM Summit, the leading alternative investment management summit. I have with me here, lucky enough to kick off our reporting here at the summit with the man of the hour, kind of George Sebastio, who has really put together this whole blockchain week.
It's actually blockchain month. There's over 50 events.
It is actually blockchain month. There was 44 when I was here a couple weeks ago.
50.
There's 50 now.
Yes.
So George, tell me, what is it like to play such an integral role in so many different projects and organizers and bringing it all together?
Actually, there's a few key elements that make the big difference. One is the fact that Dubai has done a good job at infrastructure. Dubai has vaccinated everybody. Dubai is open for business. Then the rest happens by itself. So people who come with investment approach, we have access to capital and technology, we have access to human capital, and then we have built an entire ecosystem. And all these three ingredients come together to create a massive vortex that is actually accelerating the community. So imagine in one single month, over 50 events associated with blockchain. Blockchain does not necessarily mean crypto or Bitcoin or anything like that. I mean blockchain. Blockchain is used in fintech. Blockchain is used in smart cities. Blockchain is used in e-government applications. So these are legitimate digital transformation solutions that are changing the way we are doing business today.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and you see that influence at an event like this. Of course, I had my eye on this one because, of course, there's a lot of money here, let's face it. There's a lot of big money. You have some big companies that are here, people that are traditionally not in the blockchain space. And for us, as we're building our companies, as we're building the community, growing, it's important for us to reach out across the way. I see B2B has a stand here. There's a couple other blockchain companies. How has it been working with the AIM Summit?
Actually, what AIM Summit is trying to do is to merge the two worlds together, the traditional financial world with the new digital blockchain-based world. As you see, it's still 80% traditional technologies. However, we have three large digital asset solutions in place. P2P, we have BitOasis, and we have Matrix that is based out of Abu Dhabi. We have a couple of PR organizations that help the ecosystem accelerate themselves. So we have the necessary ingredients for organizations that are moving into the region and want to be successful.
Now, George, I know you've been here kind of since the beginning, right?
25 years.
25 years. I don't know if you get more OT than 25 years here in Dubai. So you've seen this evolution. You've been able to also influence the evolution. Of course, we share some of the same friends. I know you have more than that, but important people here. And what has it been like to work with these government leaders and move the space, our wonderful blockchain and DeFi space forward?
Well, there's several things in government and para-government organizations that have made the difference. One is that Sheikh Mohammed and his son have specified that all government organizations in Dubai by 2021 will actually use blockchain as part of the core services they provide. So this is a radical change. The second thing is that we have a whole series of ministries that do not exist in other countries. We have a ministry of AI. We have a ministry of happiness, which has recently been retired. And now we have a ministry of possibilities, which means that any solution that you think is possible, you can bring it to that ministry, and it's their responsibility to study it and see it can actually be implemented within the government.
Well, it's an amazing way of doing business, and this is what I talk about. You guys hear it all the time. This is the reason I'm here quite often, is that you have direct access to government leaders that can actually get things done. And across the Western world, a lot of times it's very hard to move things forward. And
see, Dubai, what he's doing is just removing the barriers, and then people are able to execute their own business. So they make a safe city, they make a smart city, and they make an ecosystem where you can open a company in a short period of time. You have the necessary visas, you have zero taxation, all the key elements to create a perfect storm.
Well, it's absolutely correct, and that's why you see a lot of us gravitating here. The regulatory environment, the leadership of the kingdom it's exquisite. I mean, it's really it's bar none,
Yes.
of course, and that's why we're all here. George Sebastio really on the forefront, leading this revolution that we have here in Dubai. So we're really thankful of that. Thankful of our relationship with you. We're an institutional partnership with the Gulf Blockchain Week. So you're about halfway through the month, not even.
No.
Um,
Sleeping 4 hours a day.
yeah, sleeping 4 hours a day. Big morning this morning. Congratulations on having Ahmed
Yes.
lead off.
Ahmed bin Suleiman
Yes, and Ahmed. I
from
met
the
him
MCC.
I've met him a couple of times. He is a revolutionary in himself, putting the DMCC together, these towers, his family, now
Yes.
with the new tower. As far as the DMCC and these free zones are, how do you feel about like different companies? Are they going to want to plug into there? And I know maybe it's not your expertise, or do they want to go on the mainland?
Actually, today, for companies that are coming from outside, the free zone is the easiest way to go. Why? Because it's turnkey. You come, everything is ready. The office is ready, the visas are ready, and you can start operating from the next day. Other thing that is important is they give you today not just the facilities, they give you the regulatory approval to be able to conduct your own business. One of my great colleagues that we have met recently, Anton, has got one of the first crypto-regulated OTCs, and we're helping him actually expand his business towards the region, but also outside the region. So we're connecting Dubai with Liechtenstein, we're connecting Dubai with Russia. So this creates a comprehensive regional ecosystem.
Well, it's absolutely fantastic. George's big brand, I know he has his hands in quite a few things, is EcoX.
EcoX stands for Ecosystem Connections. So if you want to be successful in business, you cannot do everything by yourself. So you need to have an ecosystem, you need to have the right business connections that will help you give elasticity and accelerate your business.
Well, he's a very important guy. You know, when I was in Vienna, I made sure to stop, have some wings and whatever we had, maybe some wings and beer there in Vienna. If you come in here, you're really going to want to talk to him. George Sebastio is easy to find on LinkedIn. What is the website?
Ecox.pro.
Any last?
And the other one is gbo.global.
And gbo.global, which we sit on that.
And simba.storage.
And Simba.storage. I told you, he's very easy to find. Thanks so much for coming
It's
on.
a pleasure
George.
to be here.
It is always a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's keep this live if you didn't cut it yet. And then we're going to walk around a bit and show everybody.
It's all yours. Okay.
That's great.
Send me the video.
Awesome. Okay. So now what we're going to do, since we are live here, is I'm going to walk around and show you some of the floor. Okay, I'm going to put this back over here. So one of the great things about, of course, being able to be live and having my good brother, my trusted and confidant and friend and, you know, all that stuff, is that we get to do stuff like this and walk around live and really show you how it is here in Dubai, how things are happening. So I wanted to show you some of the different sponsors and everything we have. I told you in that interview you saw, this is not just a blockchain conference. This is it's an impact investment. It's an investment summit. So very important place for projects that are looking to raise money and put together financing for their different projects. Pure Salmon, impact investment. Always wonder, it's salmon in the U.S., and that's how you pronounce it. But salmon is also a name here in the East. So I kind of think it's pure salmon. But let's keep walking around here. Nice booth. You know, one of the things I say is that, look, guys, the reason why you want to have a big booth and the reason why you want to be at all these things and want to be on stage and want to be putting your name out there and your logo there is because if you don't have the money to do it, then your business model isn't working, okay? And if your business model isn't working, then nobody wants to do business with you. And that's the way it works. And so that's why it's important to spend the money at events like this, important events, and make yourself known and meet the people and look good. So you can see it's a nice It's a nice booth. We'll probably come back and talk to them. Of course, we have my friend Sheikh Robin. My dear friend and partner. Yes, he'll just give us a wave right now. He's Sheikh Robin at the moment. Move along. Actually, he is one of the few people that I have seen be able to pull something like that off. He goes right from the Caribbean into the straight, I forget exactly what they call these things, but traditional outfits here, and it's really something else to be able to pull it off. It says a lot about him, to be honest. So Bit Oasis is a company that we've heard of. It's a trusted cryptocurrency platform here in the Middle East. As I said, you'll see the different companies coming in. Casper Labs, also well known in the blockchain Bitcoin space. We see this marrying of traditional capital, like these guys actually use digital assets as well. So we see really the marrying of big money into this as well. A lot of blockchain. ZebPay, another sponsor here. So I'm going to swing through here and then kind of go to the front. Is the plan. Apex, real estate, and health check. Okay, so we'll come back there, and of course, 3IQ Digital Management. We're just gonna kind of show you how it is. Let's show you the ballroom real quick. So quiet as we go in here.
I think it's also interesting to note that the MSO listing around the branch.
So you can see nice ballroom. This is it actually initially. This same ballroom is where I met a lot of the people that are very important for me here. The World Blockchain Summit with Mohammed Salim, who put that together. But you see, they have a nice group here.
Yes. So one of the very first conferences I ever did in Dubai was here, the World Blockchain Summit, which we will be at again. I met Dr. Marwan and some of the other important guys, a lot of different people. So, we have our chain. Impossible Triangle, and concurrency. Scalable, decentralized. This is a blockchain event. Just more money here than usual. So you can kind of see the difference though from the Gulf Blockchain Week conference that we had before, and then we had the DeFi Summit, which was more specialized into the DeFi space, and then this one, which is of course more traditional money meets impact investors meets blockchain. So Jai, fairly well-known company here in the area. We can swing back around and see them. Just want you to see that. We have here Matrix. We all know Matrix. Great company. Hey, how are you? Hi. Nice to see you. Yes. And as we round around the place, there was a great lunch here. We ended up having lunch here. We started off at one place and then, moved on to the other. So, there we go. We are a partner for all these events. It's really an amazing position to be in after all these years, to be able to pick up the phone and call the events, have them want us to be here, to get the word out and interview the people and do what we do. So it's an amazing partnership that we have. It's been good and lucrative for us, and I can tell you, it's getting better. So let's keep moving here. P2P, B2B, you also saw that they had a booth at the Gulf Blockchain Week, right? Yeah, so they're coming in big for the week. making moves. Our friend Stas, we met there in Vienna years ago. Nice platform. Intertrader, smart choice for institutional investors. So you see a lot of this, and I don't know exactly what that is, but you know, these funds start to bring up. We will be, of course, with our fund here coming out of Europe, and more to be announced from that as we move forward. But you see that as it comes through, and the institutional investors want it. One of the hardest problems for people, and we were talking about it at lunch with some of the you know, older not in blockchain guys, is it's hard to do due diligence on a blockchain project. And I totally understand, because you know, you look at the bank and this and that, but then you have the blockchain, and there's a gap, and it's a space where it's hard for companies to know and do their due diligence and know what's going on, because you have assets in both sides moving along and different types of things. So as we start to see that gap to become smaller and more quantitative, you know, for companies to be able to really understand, you're going to see a lot more money come into the space. DMA. Mining containers. What that is. Russian access. We have BSC, Global Markets. All right, so. And we're back at our spot. As you know, the Moonbag Revolution Populi. Let's pump this thing. 10 cents this week, guys. We're at like 12 or 13 cents right now. Washington Elite, Global Boost. We got a lot of things going on with Global Boost right now. With our friends, of course, the Habsburgs, the House of Austria, wonderful. BitXMI. Where is Sanjay? We need to interview him. I was hoping we'd run into him. Zap Protocol, my good friend Nick Spanos, the man who coined the monetary revolution. Okay, we'll come back to you. Let me find my man Sanjay, maybe a couple of other people. See you soon.